So, what's your name and where do you work?
My name is Michaela Cahey, and right now I work at Caribou.
Do you want to describe the place where you work?
Okay. Well, it's a coffee shop. It's a Caribou and Burger, so it's a coffee shop and a bagel shop. It's in Waconia, Minnesota, which is kind of over by Hawkins, and it's actually one of the busiest locations for Caribou and Burgers in the entire country. Yep.
Do you believe that you're offered the same pay as your coworkers?
Yeah, I'm offered the same pay as the people who are at the same level as me. If I was going to be a supervisor, then I'd get paid like $1 more an hour, and then if you're a manager, you get paid more, but I know that I'm paid the same as all the people who are at my same level, I guess.
Are you happy with your current employment, would you say?
Kind of. I mean, I'm just working there while I'm in school, so, like, it's good for now, but I know it's just temporary, so I guess I'm more excited about what I'm going to be doing after I graduate, but it's fine.
We live in a time where everyone is vying for a place in the economy. We need money, so we work, and we repeat the process when we need more. But can we safely say that the system is equal? Not quite. Studies show that there is a gap in the average wages of both men and women. Here are some examples.
Another federal study, for example, says the disparity is more like 88 cents for every dollar.
The studies do show that when you do the controlling, there's about a 9% gap.
75 cents to every dollar may not seem like much, but the difference adds up over time. And in an age where every dollar counts, this can make all the difference. And I'm not the only one to recognize this.
Women deserve equal pay for equal work.
Equal pay kicked off your presidency. It's become really a theme, one of the themes of your time here.
Today, the average full-time working woman earns just 77 cents for every dollar a man earns. Equal pay for equal work. It's not that complicated.
It's also worth noting that this isn't just going on in the US. Further investigation shows that the wage divide exists in many other countries as well. In some cases, such as in Japan and Germany, the trend is even worse than in the US. While it is true that this trend isn't evident in every workplace, the fact that such a trend as this exists proves that something still needs to change. There are some, however, that even choose to argue if the trend even exists. One such argument worth mentioning is that the inequality lies in the work choices of women. For example,
women make different choices about what kinds of jobs they seek. They make different choices in reaction to marriage and childbirth. When those factors are taken into consideration, studies have indicated that the pay gap all but evaporates.
The wage gap is really somewhere between 5 and 7 cents.
Women who do not get married have virtually no wage gap. They earn 96 cents for every dollar a man
When you
makes.
compare men and women in the same positions with the same experience, the same education, there is no pay gap. You need to look at, yes, what the position is, and you need to compare apples to apples, not pick and choose.
While this argument is not without merit, the idea that it implies puts a heavy restriction on the choices that women make.
If you're unmarried and childless between the ages of 35 and 43, the statistics show you make $1.08 on average to every male dollar.
Also, even after meeting the formerly mentioned requirements, equality is far from assured.
A recent study out of Yale University that is interesting, where professors were given the identical resume. One had the name John on the top, and one had the name Jennifer on top. And the male candidate was rated more favorably, and
Really?
they were offered on average $4,000 more than the female candidate.
Progress is being made, however. Over the last several years, there has been a noticeable change in the trend, favoring an even pay scale, although it is still expected to be a few years until everything is sorted out once and for all.